Welcome back to the channel. So in the last session we have discussed about Gay-Lussac's law. There we discussed its statement, mathematical form and even one numerical also. Well, now in this session we go for law, that is Avogadro's law. Okay, Avogadro's law, and thereafter we are going to deal with the ideal gas equation, and it is also called ideal gas expression. Well, before going for that, we just consider Avogadro's law. Well, this Avogadro's law was proposed by Amadeo Avogadro. Okay, ಈ Avogadro's law ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂದ್ರೆ, well, according to this Avogadro's law, what it says is at constant temperature and pressure. Okay, we are keeping temperature and pressure constant here. So according to law, what it says, at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules, or in turn I can say equal number of moles. So I repeat the statement for Avogadro's law: at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules or moles. Well, so here equal volume means I have to consider V. Okay, contains equal number of molecules or number of moles. At what condition? Pressure and temperature must be constant. Okay, so I repeat the statement: at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules, or you can say equal number of moles. Okay, so here either I can say number of molecules, or in turn we even say number of moles, that is n. Okay, well here number of molecules, how we get number of molecules means number of moles into Avogadro's number. Okay, so here n, number of moles is nothing but n, Avogadro number is nothing but 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So here what we said, V is equal to n into Avogadro number, or V is proportional to n, number of moles. Okay, so it's about Avogadro's law. Now if we consider variables, what are the variables which are state functions which are applicable for gases? Means pressure is the one thing, volume, temperature and mass, or you can say inter number of moles. So based on these variables we got the relationship in the form of gas laws. Just recall the things here. For pressure and volume are variables, and temperature and mass remains constant. So at constant temperature, pressure of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to volume, or volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure. Which law it is? It is the Boyle's law. Then so volume and temperature, relationship between volume and temperature. If volume and temperature are taken as a variables, and pressure, okay, volume and temperature are variables, and what are the constants? Pressure and mass of a gas is constant. So means at constant pressure, the volume of a given mass of a gas, is directly proportional to absolute temperature. At constant pressure, volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. What it is? It is the Charles law. Okay. Well, next one, say if pressure and temperatures are considered as a variables, and what will be the constants? Volume and mass of a gas. So well, what that Gay-Lussac's law says, at constant volume, pressure of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. So what the Gay-Lussac's law says is, pressure of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. At constant volume, if you increase the temperature, number of collisions increases, therefore we say pressure increases. So both are directly proportional. Then coming to the last one, what we said, relationship between, that is variables with respect to volume and number of moles, and pressure and temperatures are kept constant. So here what we said, equal volume of gases at same temperature and pressure contain equal number of moles, that is V is directly proportional to N. It is about Avogadro's law. So these are the four gas laws we considered. So Boyle's law, Charles law, Gay-Lussac's law and Avogadro's law. So what Boyle's law says, just repeat the statement here. At constant temperature, volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure. The next one, Charles law. What the Charles law says? At constant pressure, volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Okay. Then the third one, about Gay-Lussac's law, what we said? At constant volume, the volume of a at constant volume, pressure of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. And fourth one, Avogadro's law, at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gases contain equal number of moles. Okay, well, it's about 4 gas laws. With the help of these 4 gas laws, one can able to arrive at an ideal gas equation or ideal gas expressions. Later on, I will discuss about what do you mean by ideal gas. Now, along with these gas laws, we consider the ideal gas equations. Okay. Well, according to Boyle's law, what we know, volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure. So V is proportional to 1 by P, right? Then according to Charles law, what we said, at constant pressure, volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. So V is proportional to T. Then according to Avogadro's law, volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to number of moles. Means at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of gases contain equal number of moles. That is V is proportional to N. Therefore, by considering Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro's law, okay, Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro's law, if you combine these, in all these cases, say volume, 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 is proportional to, inversely proportional to pressure, directly proportional to temperature and directly proportional to number of moles. Therefore, combination of these, so we can say overall volume is proportional to 1 by P into T into N. So what is that? V is proportional to NT divided by P, and this proportionality symbol is replaced by a constant R. Okay, R NT by P. Okay, so here R is nothing but it is a universal gas constant. Okay, R is the universal gas constant. So what is the expression we got? V is equal to R NT by P, or further if you rearrange it, it will be in the form of a PV is equal to nRT. Okay, PV is equal to nRT. Here P indicates the pressure of a gas, V volume of a gas, N number of moles, or universal gas constant, and T is the absolute temperature. Okay, so what is the ideal gas expression? PV is equal to nRT. So we considered Boyle's law. Okay, V is proportional to 1 by P. Then Charles law, V is proportional to T. Then we considered Avogadro's law, V is proportional to when. The combination of these three, V is proportional to NT by P, or V is equal to R NT by P. So here R is a universal gas constant. So on rearranging, we got an expression PV is equal to nRT. Okay, well, now it is the ideal gas equation, right? So PV is equal to nRT is the ideal gas equation or ideal gas expression. So let us consider, say one vessel, it is filled with a particular gas. Now if I consider it is a one ideal gas. So volumes, corresponding pressure is P1, corresponding volume is V1, and corresponding temperature is T1. Then what about N? N remains constant, same. So when you change the pressure, volume changes, P1 to P2, volume changes from V1 to V2, temperature changes from T1 to T2. What about number of moles? Number of moles remains same. Okay, in both the case, number of moles remains same. So when pressure changes, volume changes, temperature changes, but number of moles doesn't change, it remains same. So accordingly, as per ideal gas expressions, for the first setup, P1 V1 is equal to N remains same, R into T1, universal gas constant is also same, R into T1. So for the second case, P2 V2 is equal to N RT2, okay, corresponding value. If I consider third case, P3 V3 is equal to N RT3 as like. Now equate for N here. So N is indicating number of moles. So N into R, okay, N into R, this quantity remains same in both the case. So NR is equal to P1 V1 divided by T1. In second case, NR, that it remains same, NR is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Therefore, what we can equate, okay, if you consider equation 1 and 2, when I look at equation 1 and 2, what we can equate here, we can equate 1 and 2 because both the quantities are same. Okay, so P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So is the general gas equations. Okay, ideal gas equation means PV is equal to, generally PV is equal to N into RT. So general gas equation will be P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Okay, is the general gas expressions. Now if I consider density and molar mass of a gaseous substances, well, how they are related means, now we know that a number of moles is equal to, number of moles formula is number of moles is equal to mass of a gas in grams divided by molecular mass of the gas in grams. Mass divided by molar mass, or weight divided by molecular weight gives the number of moles. We know this relationship, right? And is nothing but weight W divided by molar mass, capital M said here, capital M indicating molar mass of the gas. So number of moles N is equal to W by M. Now we know that from ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT. Now here that N term, okay, this N term can be replaced by, since what we noticed here, number of moles can be obtained by taking the ratio between weight divided by its mass, or mass of a gas divided by molar mass, right? So that N can be replaced by W by M. Okay, so W by M into RT. So we got one expression here, PV is equal to W by M into RT. So consider equation 1. Now, so here P, well, so here now further we are equating for P. P is equal to, okay, P is equal to W by V RT divided by M. What we have done, just that P is taken on another side. P is equal to W by V into RT by M. Well, W by V, since what we know is density is equal to mass divided by volume. We know this. Therefore, what I can say, this W by V can be replaced by what? Replaced by D into RT by M, right? So equation 2. Since what we know, density is equal to mass divided by volume. Okay, so P is equal to D RT by M is the expression. So is the relationship between what? Density and mass. Okay, well, coming to the MCQ, consider one MCQ here. At constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules is. So here they have given a statement, at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules is. Boyle's law, is it Boyle's law? It's not Boyle's law. Is it Charles law? No, it is not a Charles law. Avogadro's law? Yes, it is the Avogadro's law. So what is the answer here? Avogadro's law. So at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules or equal number of moles. Okay, well, it's about Avogadro's law and ideal gas expressions, and even we considered density and relationship. Okay, well, with this I'm going to conclude about this session. Again, in the next session we go for other concept. Okay, thank you, be safe.